Welcome back, everyone. We've got some new feathered friends in the studio, and Jerry is losing it. The Florida Exotic Bird Sanctuary doesn't breed birds, and it doesn't offer birds for adoption. It's a place where birds are taken to live out the rest of their lives.
That's right. With their long lifespans, parrots in particular often outlive their caretakers, leaving the birds homeless. Patricia Norton is president of the Florida Exotic Bird Sanctuary, and she's here to tell us more about it. Patricia, before we get, this is a very serious message we want to get across, because there's a lot of homeless birds that are left unwanted. They're outlived by their caretakers.
They're outliving their caretakers.
But I have to say that these birds are absolutely gorgeous and so much personality. Come on, Precious. Go, 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 Precious. Go. So much personality. So
what?
Much personality.
She mimics everything he's saying. She laughs with Jerry. That's why we're losing it here today. Now, Patricia, let's talk about the seriousness of all this. The reason, how many birds do you have?
The sanctuary at its life care facility has a little over 400 parrots that we've rescued over the last 15 years, with many more people needing us to take in their birds for 100 different reasons.
Yeah, so it's not just because the birds are outlasting their owners, but a lot of times people have no idea what they're getting into when they get a bird as a pet, right?
They don't. It's a whim. So they go out and they don't educate themselves fully as to what they are getting into.
Well, and for instance, they get caught up, like I'm getting caught up, in the personalities, and they think, oh my gosh, I want one. But there's so much more to think about before you do that, because this is an animal that needs a lot of care.
And they're exotic animals, they're not domesticated.
Right.
So the idea that you can take a parrot home and put them in a cage and they're fine and you can go to work and just spend a couple of hours with them really does not work.
Not the case.
And they need many hours of attention.
Now, people may have noticed when we took a shot of the red parrot over here that he's lost a lot of his feathers. What happened?
This is a female eclectus, and she came to us without a lot of her feathers. She went through some stress situation in the home that she was in. Boredom sets in after sexual maturity, and they start plucking their feathers out. It's kind of the same idea as
people that pull
someone
their hair
that
out.
pulls their hair out. Sure.
Right.
And if we get them in time, by changing their environments and giving them to their own, back to their own kind, a lot of the birds, we've been able to let them, have their feathers grow back. That's
so great. And when you have them at the sanctuary, they're not kept in small cages. Tell us more about the environment that they live in. We want to get them out of the home, out of the small cage. That's not really a natural environment for a parrot. And people realize this very quickly after watching that for a few years. So we build very large aviaries, and we just want birds to be a bird. So, in our large macaw flight, we have 42 macaws flying and just interacting with each other. And are you open to the public? Can people come and see these beautiful birds?
We are open for tours, scheduled tours, and we're opening a new facility as well because of the high demand for our services.
So are you saying that people should stay away from... did we...
It's okay. It's okay.
That's good luck.
It is good luck.
It is. I'm the luckiest person in the world.
There you go.
It's okay. It landed in front of me, not on my shoe.
There you go. But do we dissuade people from getting parakeets and parrots at all, or is there a situation where someone can and is encouraged to get them?
I always tell people to start small. Start, the smaller the bird, the shorter the lifespan, the larger the bird, the larger the lifespan. This Moluccan will live 80 to 100 years.
My gosh.
So,
something to keep in mind when you get a bird, because you really have to make sure you're going to be able to pass it on to other family members if that's what you must have.
Exactly. And we're doing a lot of wills and trusts even for people that do have birds.
Right.
And they're setting up wills and trusts because...
to make sure they have a good home.
Their children don't want the birds at that.
And the general public can adopt a bird that's in your care to help you with the helping pay for it? Not adopt it to bring home, but to help fund its care?
Like adopt a bird with...
We have an adopt a bird program, where the birds stay at the sanctuary, but we adopt them.
I love that.
They can go online and adopt one of the guys.
Okay, and birds and babies don't mix.
Not at all.
Not a good idea.
All right, Patricia Norton, thanks so much. Very valuable lesson.
Thank
all right,
you.
come on, let's go, Precious. Go, Precious. Go, Precious.